Hey everyone, my name is Noe and welcome to another video. Today I'll be explaining to you the 4 steps to reaching financial freedom quickly and easily. This video is intended for everyone, but if you're in your 20s, make sure you pay special attention because this is the path that I'm on and this is the #1 guaranteed way to help you reach financial freedom as quickly as possible. Now, quick disclaimer, this is not financial advice and make sure you contact your financial advisor if you have any questions. So, without further ado, let's get into it and let's describe the 4 steps so that you can reach financial freedom as quickly as possible. Step #1 is you need to start budgeting. You need to start getting a handle on your expenses. And I know that's not sexy, but this is step #1 because it ties into actually saving up some money. So step 1 of the whole process, you need to get a handle of your budget, of your finances to actually start saving money. Now, I know what you're thinking, this is not sexy, we're talking about budgeting again, but this is so important. And the reason why is because you need to start implementing what's called the 10% rule. This is from the book, The Richest Man in Babylon, which is whenever you get paid, you need to put at least 10% of your savings, of your income, directly into a savings account that you can't touch. And then you get to live off the rest. You see, first you have to pay yourself. If you don't pay yourself first, then who will? You need to take care of yourself and make sure that you're set before anything else. And what will happen is if you take, let's say, $250 or $500 out of your paycheck first, you're gonna feel the same way as before you did that, because what happens is our spending always seems to grow to how much money is in our bank account. So when you don't have money in your bank account, you don't go out to dinners, but when you do have money in your bank account, you do. So you can see here, your spending habits automatically grow or decline based on how much money is in your bank account. So instead of waiting to the end of the month to decide how much money to save, decide how much money to save up front and then adjust your lifestyle based on that. So Mint or YNAB are 2 apps that I highly recommend. They're gonna help you save money and help you get control and understand what's going on with your finances. Step 2 is you need to start investing. You need to help make the money that you save grow. Now, I won't give any specific recommendations as to what you should invest in, but you can get an app called Robinhood, and it's an app that is free. There's no fees. You can sign up actually on the link below, and what it can do is on your phone, you can automatically say put $500 into my investment account from my bank account every 2 weeks, so you can match it up with your pay schedule to hit with #1. And what that's gonna let you do is start building a portfolio, invest into some stocks, some bonds. This is not a financial recommendation, but what I do personally is I invest in 2 stocks. They're called SPY and TQQQ. Now be careful of TQQQ. It's a 3x levered ETF, which means it goes up. If the stock market goes up 1%, this goes up 3%, but I only have 30% of my portfolio in this. And then the rest is cash and bonds, which is TLT is bonds. I use probably another 30%, and then the rest is in cash. Now, the reason why I do that, you always want to have a good percentage of your portfolio in cash, especially when you're following this method for 2 reasons. The first one is if the stock market has a pullback and it goes down 10 to 20%, that could be a good buying opportunity. And in that case, when that happens, I'm gonna load up on my TQQ and that's gonna make me some really nice juicy gains. And secondly, because you wanna be in cash, because the 3rd step is actually buying your first home. So you don't wanna have too much of your eggs in the stock market just in case there's a downturn and there's a crash. You wanna be liquid, you wanna have cash, because the next step is buying your first home and it's way easier than most people tell you. So step #3 of the wealth building formula is to buy a home. Now, people like Robert Kiyosaki and Grant Cardone and a lot of different people, they say your home is not an investment. That is not true, my friends. You can make your home an investment. what you need to do is make sure you're buying the right kind of home. Do not go out there making $50,000 a year and buy a mansion. That would just be stupid. You'd be wasting your money. So what you need to do is buy investment property, buy either a house that is below market value, or buy rental property. So how you can get started in real estate without a lot of money is if you went through steps 1 and 2, you saved up enough money. Let's say you're saving $500 a month. In 2 years, you would have $24,000. Let's say the stock market went up 10% that year. So you would have close to, call it $27,000. With that, within 3% down payment, you can easily get a $300,000 to $400,000 home. Now, I would not recommend you, again, buy a single family home for $400,000 or $300,000, because what you could do instead is buy like a duplex or a triplex. You can do this using an FHA mortgage, which is probably the best financial hack out there. So with 3.5% down, you can save up, let's say you even had $7,000, you can buy a $200,000 duplex, live in one side, rent out the other, and then your living expenses are gonna be reduced. And guess what that's gonna do? That's gonna help you save more money to step number 4, which is going to be continue to invest over and over again. And that could be done through different ways. For example, you could invest more in the stock market, you could do cryptocurrencies or real estate. Really, it's up to you. It's just up to you to be a savvy investor. But really, steps 1, 2, and 3 get you to a solid foundation. So again, if you're in your early 20s, doing the FHA house hack is really the number 1 way for you to build wealth. I'll give you a quick example. Let's say you buy a triplex for $300,000. 3.5% down of that would be $10.5 thousand. So if you saved $500 of each paycheck, you could do that in 1 year. You have that down payment, that $300K home. Most of it will be debt, but let's say in 30 years, you pay your mortgage, it will be fully paid off. By that time, it would probably be worth at least $500,000, and it would be bringing you $3,000 a month. So you could easily retire off of that one investment, and that one investment sets you up for life, because what happens is when this home starts appreciating in value and you have more equity, you can actually refinance your home, get some money out, and then buy a second home and do that over and over and over again. So that's how you get to step 4. So once again, my name is Noah. If you're interested in real estate finance consulting, be sure to hit me up on the links below, and also sign up to Robinhood through the link below. Both you and I can get a free stock of a company like Apple, Tesla, or Amazon, or whatever be it. So make sure you check out the links and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video.